welcome back. I noticed in my Halo videos my mouth sounds weren't too bad, so when I listen back and I hear mouth sounds, I'm like, gah, it makes me cringe, so I don't know why. I hate it. Gulp. So today I was going to talk about how young I look. But it's not as vainglorious as you might expect. Because I went to buy a suit. Did I talk about the suit? Yeah, I definitely talked about it. Last week. But I didn't talk about this thing, which was, I was buying the suit, and the suit that he showed me was like $600 or something. And I'm like, do you have a cheaper suit? And he's like, oh yeah, this one. And then he said something which really caught me off guard. He was like, you're still growing. You might as well, like, you don't want to spend too much money on a suit. I'm still growing. I'm 29. What are you talking about? I know people, like, looking young and is like a good thing. But when people want to look young, they want to look like a 20-year-old or like a 25-year-old. But this guy thought I was like 12. He thought I was like a lanky, weird 12-year-old. Like, you're still growing. You stopped growing when you're like 16. That's scary. I think the pimples probably do a lot of that work, because like, what 29-year-old has pimples? I don't know anybody my age who's got like pimples like this. Like, not the one pimple that shows up, or like the one pimple, but I got like pimples. I got it, man. So I think that does a lot of the work. Of course, like, my attitude and my demeanor, and like, I'm skinny and weird, so it was like, oh, this kid is 12. Still waiting to get out of that awkward teenage stage that's like lasting a little bit longer than teenage years. It's weird. I don't know. I thought that was funny because a lot of the times people feel good when someone tells them, like, hey, you look younger, or they make a comment like, you look like you're 20 years old. But this guy, when he said, well, you're still growing, I'm still growing. I'm 5'11". I don't think I'm going to keep growing. And I'm 30 years old. That really scared me, and it didn't make me feel good. Because I'm like, he thinks I'm like a kid. I'm so immature. Even like this guy. Oh god, it was just this scary. I mean, at least I think I prefer it to looking too old. Obviously, like, I'd rather look like a 12-year-old than like a 90-year-old, like on meth or something. And all my hair falls out, and my teeth are broken or something. And like, I'm 30 years old, but I look like I'm 80. I've seen that, and I would not like that. But yeah, I mean, like, I'm immature, people think I'm young. I think part of it is also because I never go outside, so like, I don't have any sun damage. Or like, wrinkles aren't too bad yet, because like, I don't have that sun damage from going outside all the time. And I've also heard that having oily skin is good. Like, it makes your skin look younger. I have super oily skin, but I try to put medicine on to make it not as oily, but because that's what causes the pimples. But I had a note about exercising too, because while we're on the physical thing. Looks. That's all I care about are looks. You know that. It's funny to phrase it like, I'm in the best shape of my life, because that doesn't really mean anything. I've never exercised before, but I guess it's kind of true. I actually lost 10 pounds because I've been exercising for like the past 6 months. I was almost 180 pounds, which is a lot for me. And I lost like 10 pounds. But this is embarrassing. I was looking in the mirror and being like, you know, those people on Tinder, like, I don't know, it's so stupid. I was doing the thing that I hate other people for doing. I didn't do it though, obviously. But like, if I was just going on my impulse, I would have done it, which is what those other people are doing. So I remember going through Tinder, and one time I switched Tinder from seeing girls to seeing dudes, because I'm like, I want to see what the guys look like. Like, because I'm not getting any matches. Like, who are the guys who are getting matches? What do they look like? What are they doing? And you know what they're doing. They got shirtless pics at the beach with the muscles. Those are the guys who are getting swiped, righted. And so, like, I never did that before because I was always in terrible shape. Like, nobody wants to see me without my shirt on. Even though I'm skinny, it's like a gross skinny. I don't know. Recently, I felt like it's looked a little bit better. And so I'm like, hey, maybe you should do it. Maybe you should take a shirtless pic and put it on Tinder and try to get matches. Almost instantly, I just thought, like, that's a terrible idea. Because, obviously, you know why. If someone wasn't matching with you before, and then all of a sudden you post a shirtless pic, and then they match with you, that's a terrible person. You don't want to match with that person. The person who only matches with people who are attractive. Not that I'm saying that I'm attractive, but you know what I mean. Like, the only difference between before and now was the shirtless pic. So if I'm matching with that person, it would be because they're like, oh, I like this shirtless pic, and I'd be like, well, then I don't like you. That's the only reason you're liking me? You're a horrible person. So I didn't do it. I'm not gonna do it. I would never do it. And I've never even taken a pic, like a shirtless pic. That's a threshold I don't think I ever want to cross. Being the shirtless pic guy, ugh. That's cringy to me. I can't do it. I don't want to do it. I can never do it. Unless you're like a bodybuilder or something. Then it's like, okay, it's your job. Fine. Or if, like, you're a lifeguard and someone takes a picture of you, it's like, okay, he doesn't have a shirt on, whatever. But if you're an accountant, you can't take a shirtless pic. That's not... No, that's not... yeah, I mean, it's obvious. But in the moment, I was feeling what, like, those other people are feeling. I mean, I'm sure some of those people with shirtless pics are accountants. And, they're just like, hey, I want to match with people. Like, I'm not matching with anybody. What if I took a shirtless pic, like, so they could see my pecs, my sweet pecs? and then I guess they get matches. Because somebody's got to be matching on Tinder. I mean, Tinder... Somebody's using it. Somebody's matching with people on it. I never matched with anybody, really. I only ever matched with that one girl who... My first ever date. That was a Tinder. But she didn't like me because I didn't have my sweet pecs. I don't know. We met and she I probably would have met her again if she wanted to. She's the only person I think who I ever would have met again. But she's like, nah, I don't think so. And that was fine. Cut to me crying in that video. That was funny. I wasn't crying because she dumped me. I was crying because of the emotions. All of the emotions. That's what I tell myself anyway. Couple more minutes, You shouldn't value that because it doesn't make you a good person. I don't want to match with a girl who didn't swipe before but swiped now. They're bad people. Can I just kind of like do this and look at my thing? Should I take a shirtless pic and put it on Tinder to get matches? Because I've seen dudes, blah, blah, blah. I'm in the best shape of my life, but that's not really saying much. Yeah, that was it for the thing. I'll keep this video short today, I guess. I want to clean this shed. There we go. The physics on the windows are interesting because, like, around the corners, sometimes it's hard to clean. And I'm like, that's kind of true. Like, see, right there, it didn't do it. I had to do it twice. I'm like, oh yeah, windows are kind of like that. And the corners, it's harder to clean. I don't know. That's good reality here. Love this game. Favorite game ever. Game of the year 2022. I gotta bring this step stool over. Well, let's clean this, and then that'll be it for today. Yeah, I haven't started editing the Besties podcast, but I edited one of my videos into script, the vlog of the book club thing. And I didn't know that there would be a watermark. I didn't like that. I think you can probably get rid of it, but I didn't realize that there would be a watermark in the bottom. That's like Descript, sponsored by Social Anxiety Gaming, is brought to you by Descript. Ugh, I don't like that. Free advertising? You gotta pay me for that. The program is pretty cool because it automatically transcripts what you say, but the free version, you only get 3 hours of transcription for free, then you gotta pay. So I don't know if Sadie's gonna want to pay for it, but unlimited transcription is probably like $15 a month, which is a lot. So I wouldn't blame her if she didn't want to do that. I'm not gonna do it. I'll edit the old-fashioned way, like I always do. Or maybe there's like a free version of Descript. That's cooler. I'm at 86%. That's pretty good. Let's clean. Oh, I'm not cleaning it. Clean. Okay. The metal is hard to clean. But I'm looking forward to editing the podcast. I've never thought like her podcast was bad with audio at all, ever. It's never came across my mind. But there was a video today that came out, and there was like a little audio glitch, and I'm like, ooh, if I'm the editor, maybe I could fix that. And like, I don't know. That's nice to think about. Like, at least there's a standard that I can try to uphold and be like, oh, before I came, there was like this little audio glitch, but after, I fixed it. I don't know. Something to look forward to. Is it okay if I play this game forever? It's my favorite game. Last of Us? Get out of here. Power Wash Simulator. Katamari? Why are you so weird, Katamari? Get out of here. Be more normal like Power Wash. Okay, See you tomorrow.